Your life just does not decrease simply. Whether you know it or not, it is designed by you. After all, you choose your own options. You choose happiness. You choose sorrow. You choose certainty. You choose your own uncertainty. You choose your own success. You choose your failure. You choose courage. You choose fear. Remember that every single moment, every circumstance gives you a new alternative. And in such a way, you always have this opportunity that you have different things do this and produce positive results for yourself. Habit 1, be proactive. Being proactive means being responsible for your life. You cannot blame your parents or grandparents for everything. Proactive people understand that they are responsible. They do not blame genetics, circumstance, or perception for their conduct. They know that they choose their own behavior. On the other hand, those who are reactive, on the other hand, are mostly influenced by their physical environment. They blame external things for their behavior. If the weather is good, then they like it. And if not, it affects their attitude and performance, and they blame the weather. All external forces work like a stimulus on which we react. Your greatest strength lies in this excitement and the reaction you make on it, and that is the fact that freedom is that you can choose your own reaction on your own. One very important thing is that you can choose what you say. The language you use indicates how you see yourself. A proactive person uses proactive language: I can, I will, H. A reactive person uses reactive language: I cannot do it, if it happens, H. Reactive people think that they are not responsible for what they say and do, they have no choice. Instead of reacting or worrying on situations that cannot be controlled at all, or at least a little bit, proactive people put their time and energy in things that they can control. Habit 2, begin with the end in mind. So, what do you want to become when you grow up? Perhaps this question may sound strange, but you think about it for a moment. Are you still the ones you wanted to be made, whose dream you had seen? Are you doing what you always wanted to do? Think honestly. Many times it happens that people see themselves winning such a win which are actually hollow such success, in return for which there is a lot of things to be lost. If your ladder is not on the right wall, then whatever steps you take takes you to the wrong place. Habit 2 is based on your imagination, or imagination, that is your ability to show you things in your mind that you cannot see with your eyes. It is based on the principle that everything is created twice. First mental creation, and second physical creation. Just as the house is built after the blueprint is created, so is the creation of a physical creation only after having a mental creation. If you do not visualize yourself what you are and what you want to become, then how will your life be? Decide on others and leave them on the circumstances. Habit 2 is about how you recognize your character, and then can keep yourself happy and complete within your personal, moral, and ethical guidelines. To begin with, keep in mind the importance of starting every day, work or project with a clear vision of our direction and what should be the destination, and then proactively be done to complete that work. The best way to practice habit 2 in practice is to create a personal mission statement of your own. Its focus will be on what you want to be and what you want to do. This is your plan for success. This is the confirmation of who you are, your goals in focus, and your ideas brings in this world. Your mission statement makes you the leader of your life. You make your destiny yourself, and the dreams you have seen come true. Habit 3, put first things first. To live a balanced life, you have to understand that you cannot do everything in this life. There is no need to engage in more work than yourself. Do not hesitate to say no when necessary, and then focus on your important priorities. Habit 1 says that you are in charge. You are the creator. Being proactive is your own choice. Habit 2 is about to visualize things in the first brain. Beginning with the end in mind, it is related to the vision. Habit 3 is about the second creation, i.e., physical creation. Habit 1 and habit 2 have sex in this habit. And it happens every moment all the time. It deals with many questions related to time management. But this is not all that. Habit is also about 3 life management, your purpose, values, roles, and priorities. What are primary things? The primary things are those which you personally consider the most valuable. If you prefer to prioritize primary tasks, you are putting your time, your energy on priority, set by yourself in habit 2. Habit 4 Think win win. Think win win is not about being good, nor is it a shortcut. This is a code based on character that you have to interact and collaborate with others. Most of us do our assessment on the basis of comparison and competition from others. We see our success in the failure of others, that is, if I win, you lose, if you win, then I lose. In this way, life becomes a zero-sum game. As if there is only one bread, and if the second takes bigger part, then I will get less, and I will try that others do not get much. We all play these games, but do you think it's so fun? Win-win sees life as a cooperation, not like competition. Win-win is a state of mind and heart that inspires us to think all the time. Win-win means such agreements and solutions that all they are beneficial and satisfactory. All food is found in it, and it tastes well. An individual or organization who tries to solve problems with win-win attitudes has 3 main things. Integrity, do not compromise with your values, commitments, and feelings. Maturity, put your ideas and feelings in front of others and also cherish the thoughts and feelings of others. Abundance mentality, to be sure that there is a lot to everyone. Many people think either in either or terms, either you are good or you are strict. Both win-win is required. It is similar to balance between courage and understanding. To adopt win-win, you will not only need to be sympathetic but also self-confident. You should not only be thoughtful, but sensitive but also brave. Doing so balance in care and consideration installed, this is the real maturity and is very important for win-win. Habit 5 Seek first to understand, then to be understood. Communication is the most important skill of life. You spend many years studying to read, write, and speak. But what is the hearing? What training have you received which teaches you to listen to others so that you can understand the person in the right way? Maybe no one. Why? If you are like most people, then perhaps you too would like to explain yourself first. And in doing so, you will completely ignore the other person. You will be showing that you are listening, but actually you just listen to words but they miss their true meaning completely. Think of why this happens. Because most people hear with the intention that they have to answer, do not understand. You listen to yourself inside and prepare what you have to say next. Ask questions. Whatever you listen to, it touches you with your life experiences. Compare what you hear with your autobiography that it is right or wrong. And because of this, you make an impression in your mind before you finish the other thing that what the next wants to say. You answer in one of 4 ways. Evaluating, before you judge, then agree or disagree. Probing, you answer your questions accordingly. Advising, you recommend and suggest measures. Interpretation, you analyze the motives and behaviors of others according to your experience. Perhaps you are thinking that what is wrong in relating to someone according to your experience. It may be appropriate to do this in some situations, like when someone asks you to tell something on the basis of your experiences when you are a trust relationship between the two. But it is not always appropriate to do so. Purna Viram. Habit 6. Synergize. Understanding in simple words, two brains are better than one. Synergize means creative support. This is teamwork. This is an open mind to find new diagnoses of older problems. But this does not just happen by itself. This is a process, and through the same process, people can use their experience and expertise. They can get a better result together than at least. From synergy, we find so many things together that rarely find when we search for them alone. This is the idea in which the whole is greater than the sum of the parts. 1 plus 1 equals 3, or 6, or 60 or more. When people start interacting with each other honestly, and are open to being influenced by each other, then they start getting new information. Differences among themselves increase the ability to invent new methods multiplied. Importance of differences is the core of synergy. Do you really give importance to the mental, emotional, and psychological differences among the people? Or do you want all the people to listen to you so that you can easily move forward? Many people understand unity as unity. Should see mutual differences as weakness, not as strength. Therefore, habit 7. Sharpen the saw. Sharpen the saw means to keep your own property safe. This means designing a program for yourself that will renew your four areas of life: physical, social, emotional, mental, and spiritual. Below are examples of some such activities: physical, good food, exercise, rest; social, emotional, creating a social and meaningful relationship with others; mental, reading, writing, learning; spiritual, time to spend with nature, meditate, serve. As you improve yourself in every single area, you will make progress and changes in your life. Sharpen the saw keeps you fresh so that you can practice the remaining 6 habits well. By doing so, you increase your ability to face challenges. Without doing so, your body becomes weak, the brain becomes insensitive, the emotion gets cold, the nature becomes insensitive, and the person becomes selfish. And this is not a good picture. Why? You feel good, it does not happen by itself. The purpose of living a balanced life is to get the necessary time to renew yourself. It is all up to you. You can relax yourself and renew it, or burn everyone by doing excessive work. You can love yourself mentally and spiritually, or you can live your life unaware of your well being. You can experience the energizing energies in your life, or by avoiding the loss of good health and exercise benefits. Can.